I think probably the biggest challenge is the ability to organize and develop ideas and to put them in some sort of coherent form.
Most of my students are sort of freshmen, and their writing skills are, there's just rarely any style, right? There's just rarely any ability. I mean, to just basic stuff, complete sentences and things like that. And it's such a mess at the beginning. And I always do like this sort of like at the very beginning of class, I just have them write an essay, just sort of see what, how they sort of put thoughts together and stuff like that. And when they're not plagiarized, it's oftentimes just so hard to sift through and so hard to even see a structure that I feel sort of compelled to really go sort of minimal in terms of what I expect out of the students. And again, I think I'm agreeing with you, John, that at the very least you got to start with this sort of skill set. And then we can start worrying about considering about other ways to sort of branch off from that and in terms of writing and writing style. But you got to have that basic sort of set of stuff, or otherwise when you branch off it's just going to be more of a mess.
Well, my sense is that you're building upon what they had in high school and refining that, making sure they know proper grammar, punctuation, tenses, because that's what I see, lacking sometimes, singular, plural. But to me, that should be review. So I'm assuming that happens, and that you strengthen those initial skills, and then build upon them in the sense that they learn what a scholarly paper is, that it has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion, because that's what I see missing in some of the papers I get.
That my students moan and groan about their grammar in class, and at the end of the semester they always thank me and they say, this is the first time I've ever heard any of these words, subordinate clause, possessive pronoun. Evidently they're not doing it in high school, and everyone here seems to be under the impression that they do.
Yes, and the synthesizing, I think, is an important part of it, because I find that they have some difficulty. They can report, although they have, I agree with you, they have difficulty removing their own ideas from it. But if they get to that point, they can report, and they almost write it as a book report. And I say to them, don't write it as a book. It's not like you're taking one article and reporting what that person said, and then another article and reporting.
They have to be.
You are meant to understand it and synthesize, put them together. So if several different sources talk about one idea, yes, you report, you discuss that idea, and then you cite all of the sources that reflected that idea, and that seems to be really challenging for a lot of the students.
They're missing the conversation, or the thread, the common thread that goes through.
Yes, and they're having difficulty pulling that thread out from the different sources and synthesizing it.
Here, I thought that students were learning not only how to write complete sentences and so on and so forth, but I did think that they were learning to write research papers, because I know that citation is something. And my assumption was that they were learning to write in the different styles of academic writing. I thought that they were and for us, I thought that they were learning APA style. I thought that they were learning how to cite APA style, to do APA style references